Taylor.
And I'm Chrissy.
We are here to tell you why our idea is the most exceptional. We are going to talk about the measurements of the sculpture, the metal that we will use, its bendability and cost, and where we think this sculpture would look the greatest. If you have any questions, please hold them till the end. Thank you for your time.
All right, first off, we'll start with the placement. I just want to tell you guys that we did exclude the Go Hawk from the sculpture just to save money because we were on that budget. But anyways, the sculpture will be placed in the first curve of the backwards S that is out in the front of the building, right next to the flagpole. And that is in front of the parent drop-off area. We thought this was the most reasonable place because anyone can see it, anyone who drove by can see it, the public can see it. And the sculpture would be about 5 feet, so that is actually about 2 inches shorter than I am.
Next, I will talk about the metal. The type of metal we chose is aluminum. We chose this for many different reasons, because the cost was reasonable, it doesn't rust easily, and mostly because it was the easiest to bend. Rustability, aluminum doesn't rust, but to keep it from doing that, it creates an oxide coating. It's white and it will make the aluminum less bright. You will notice that it gets less bright, and that's because it has formed the oxide coating. And the bendability of the aluminum is called temper. Temper is metal's resistance to kinking and bending. If it has a low temper, it means it'll bend permanently. We have to bend sheets that are 1x4, so it needs a low temper. Therefore, using aluminum means it will bend easily and be permanent. We also use 1/4 inch thick metal because if it's too thick, it will crack and break. The 6 sheets of aluminum we need, the center pole we need, are all going to cost around $138.16. With the engraving included, the final price should be $171.16.
For the math, it's a 1:12 ratio, or 1 inch on the small scale model equals 1 foot. The comparison, as Chrissy said, is 2 inches shorter than herself. The length, it will be 3 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 5 feet tall. The surface area is 36 feet squared, and the volume is 33 feet cubed.
All right, for the making, we have looked up prices for the metal. The metal in the pole we need would cost around $138.16. We thought we could ask GMT if they could donate or give us a good deal. And we could also ask about scrap aluminum or metal as well. The price for the base, we are making the base actually out of concrete. And the price for that would be around $75 to $110. My dad actually works for Allied Ready Mix in Charles City, and we could ask them if they may donate or if they could do that job. The welding may be done at the high school, and we can get the engravings done for around $33 by Sandy's LTD, but the high school could probably do that as well.
The cost and the budget will be, with our income, we are receiving $400 from the school. The expenses would be the engraving, the metal, and the concrete, so it will cost around $356.16 altogether. The engraving is $33, the metal is $138.16, the concrete is anywhere from $75 to $110, so our total balance would then be $356.16. It could always cost less if we got some donations. For our terminology and connections, the sculpture will be 2 inches shorter than Chrissy. We will need 6 1x4 strips of aluminum, and we will also need a 3 foot by 3 foot slab of concrete.
If you have any questions, now is the time. Thank you. We greatly appreciate your time and consideration.
What would be your plan of attack to go into the community asking for donations?
Asking.
What would be your strategy?
I think we'd start with the people who are actually connected to the school, like the families, because they'd probably be since they're connected, they'd be more willing.
Because we're actually students in the school. But what I was thinking is maybe a dance, because the last dance we had, we raised about $700. So, I mean, that would be a big dent into the budget. So, any more questions?
The
Yeah.
strips of metal, 4 foot, 1 foot by 4 foot. So how big is your sphere? Like how tall was your sphere?
It'd be
3
4
5
feet tall.
5
Well,
feet
the-
tall.
Because
The
the
base
base
already-
the base
the base.
is a foot and the actual sculpture is 4 feet tall.
The big,
It's,
the whole thing
the
is
whole
5
thing
feet.
is 5, but the base is 1 foot.
So the metal's 4 foot. Now, do you have to take into account the actual bending of that sphere? So if your strips are
Yeah.
1 foot by 4 foot, those are gonna get bent. So you're gonna have a circumference, right?
when it says the base is 3 by 3, does that mean it's 3 foot tall and like,
No, it's 3 foot wide.
it's just in,
Like
okay,
it's 3 feet.
okay.
It's 3 feet
And it's
wide.
a foot tall.
Yeah.
So, I guess, yeah, that would be a part, and we would have to, figure that out for, if we did, bend that, so that probably would affect.
So we're talking circumference, right?
Yeah, before it was, those strips were 6 foot, and then you'd take
Oh,
a
were
6
they?
foot strip and a 6 foot strip, which would give you a 12-foot circumference. When you
Yeah.
divide by pi, that gave you approximately 4 foot tall. So it's definitely gonna be, quite a bit shorter if you go with those.
Yeah.
And those thicknesses, I think the original thicknesses that were a foot, you know, the 4 by 1, they were actually 6 by 1, but then they were cut in half, so they were 6 inches. So you'd take the 2 strips and piece them together to
And
make
if we needed,
one continuous strip.
if we needed it shorter, we could cut them ourselves, couldn't we, or, like,
I ain't got kind of scissors like that.
No, it'd just be if you wanted it taller. That'd be the
Oh.
only thing.
yeah.
I think presentation wise, you guys were awesome. I just, I think material wise, if you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, that's, you know,
Yeah.
you have to look at that cut list that you guys came, so then your material cost would be a little higher, but.
Go to your making slide. Let's start with your metal slide.
Right up there.
You must have turned off your mirroring. Okay, this is something we haven't talked about yet, but when you look at all the text up there, if all four of you would look at all that text that you have there.
It's a little lengthy.
Yeah, well, what you want to do is you want to say all that stuff, but you just want to put on the slide the keywords, okay? So that it reinforces to your audience what it is that is the key. Because we're going to hear you say all that. If you put all that up there, we might try and read it and totally quit listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right?